This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, maybe for the last time. If I'm correct, I think I've done every ending except for one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. It's bucket time.
I've done pretty much everything. I've done everything without the bucket, and I think I've almost done everything with the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right. To the right, I've picked up the phone. I've not picked up the phone. I've tried to go through the doors, but they won't let you because you have a bucket. I've gone through the warehouse stuff. I've jumped off the warehouse. So I've done everything that way. And to the left, I'm missing one. I'm missing one Stanley-Fig. Some were both red and blue. Well, I guess I haven't gotten that because I have the bucket, and you can't go somewhere red and blue with the bucket. Okay. Last thing to do, I've been in the broom closet. I got my stickers.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I've walked downstairs, and yeah, that was fun. I've also done the little midway catwalk thing where they take you downstairs. I've also gone into this door. I've done the escape ending. I've gone up the elevator both times. I've set off the machine. I have not set off the machine. So that's everything in there. So I think the only thing left to do is... Don't mess it up.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover...
I messed it up last time
Stanley
too. Yeah. Boss's office. I go in, and then I go out immediately. In and then out.
Stepping in.
I did it. Oh, this part always messes with me. Because, like, there's no narrator now. It's just me and you, Bucket. This place is so creepy and empty when there's no one else around. I hate it. I hate not having a narrator. It's unsettling. Also, walking these hallways backwards, that's just weird. That's different. New content. What do you mean? What? But I've done that. You know what? You're a later problem. I have a different door to go to. That door. Like, I know what's back there, kind of, but it doesn't make it, like, any less... What was the word I used? Unsettling. Yeah. It's unsettling. It's unsettling. You are now leaving. Yeah, I guess I am. Red door, elevators. It's the same thing all over again. Escape pod bay, floor 760. It's kind of sad. I don't think there's any other ending I have to do. It's just this. I mean, there's the minifig. I still have one minifig to get, so I guess that's cool. But I'm kind of getting to the end. Again, no more Stanley Parable. Escape pod launch bay 3. Yeah, I've read this before. I've done all of this before. I'm concerned. Are you coming with me? Are we escaping? There's no way I get to keep this bucket. I know how this game works. There's no way I'm going to get to keep this bucket. Because that's the point. The bucket's the game. Okay, don't make it weird, Stanley. No more Stanley Parable. That's it. No more bucket. The bucket was the content, and now the bucket's gone, and I'm done. There's nothing left for me to do.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
No, see, you've made my uncomfortable space. The Stanley Parable is my comfortable space. The bucket, oh, I can't believe I'm about to say it. The bucket had become a comfortable space, and you've taken that from me. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Where's the new content?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I need a minifig, and it's this way?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
No, it's not.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Maybe later.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm very good at this job. If anything, I'm the best at this job.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
employee
we've
that's
gotten off
ever
on the
worked
wrong
here.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I
I
believe
realize
that.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
It's been
time.
about us.
There's someone
You,
you've been
me,
neglecting, Stanley.
The bucket,
Someone you've forgotten
this catwalk.
about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Listen, narrator, we've done this. We've done this a lot of times. You don't remember, but we have done this. There's been a lot that's happened. You, me, the bucket. No buckets past this point. Can you just let me do the thing? For like once, let me do the thing. I know what I'm doing, kind of.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the
there it
red
is.
door. And there it is, the last Stiggley-Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all,
You are.
but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
No, it's okay.
So,
I know you
instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
This is what I did. This is what I do. The Stanley Parable. I don't even need to go through any of those. Can I go back to the new content door? Can I restart? Can I get my bucket again? Oh, no, what to... No. No, no. You got me. You genuinely did. I was gonna go and grab the It's fine. It's fine. Let's do this. Let's go.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Yeah.
Those Figleys. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Like, personally, I was chill. Like, this is what I do. I play the Stanley Parable. Collecting stuff pointlessly is literally the job. Stanley found the collectibles. Dude, that happened like 10 seconds ago. We don't have to remember that. We just did that. The clock is stuck at 2013. Who's this guy? Who's this guy with the dog? Good times. Okay, narrator, what are you getting at?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
No, I'm kind of getting flashbacks. This wall is still super duper creepy. Can I grab that one? Can I have 7? Wait. No, that opens things up to like so many more. Like, I'm excited, but the implications, narrator, the implications. Wait, this is the warehouse.
And here was a second Stanlurine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I want to defend myself, but all I did was find 6 little figurines. Can I have that one? I don't know why it's better now that there's more. 8 out of 6 is just so much better.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your 3rd mini Stan? Can you remember?
Yeah, I found it in the boss's office because I didn't do the under the stairs ending till later. Wait. Trick question? Did I grab the one under the stairs before I went to the boss's office because I knew because it said it on the board? Despite the fact that I have to like edit and put together all of these videos and stuff, I have no idea in what order they go in. I'm gonna take a guess it's under the stairs. Trick question.
No. Under the stairs was the 4th place you found a Figanley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If under the stairs feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Oh, I just wasn't paying attention, my dude. It's like a
Let's
lot.
see. What came
Wait,
next?
can I not have the one in the boss's office? What the heck is that? What is this?
Oh, yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, narrator, I don't think you're the person I should be relying on for memories. I remember. You don't. That's kind of like the whole point. This didn't happen. So that's concerning. What else are you gonna make up, narrator?
This was a Figanley stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the boss's bathroom. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Yeah, me too.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I
does.
spent a lot of time
The
making that
early
video, but it was 8
2005.
minutes
It's
I wouldn't have spent on
immaculate. It's
anything
so good.
else.
So retro. Wait, does this mean that I can't grab the third one because I grabbed the fourth one first? Am I forever going to be down one Stanley Figurine figure?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps
5
because
seconds
it was
ago.
the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind
It
works?
literally just
All I
happened.
know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other, except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Do they go to the... Oh, okay, they go to the same place. Oh, no. You are in the present. Like, hey, the fern! I remember this fern.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
That's it? You just kick me out?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the
Don't be
loading
meta,
screen.
please.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite
past.
direction. See how that feels.
Narrator? Are you okay? Like, is this really a, I love the figurines thing, or are you also getting this slight fear that the parable's over? Like, stuff ends. I'm sorry. Like, it sucks, but that happens.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the
think it's one of
figurines
the
we
first
looked at in
menus
our
I ever
initial
did.
tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
No more. It ends. It's over. I want the figurine, I do, but it's over. We can't just do this forever. I'm sorry.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yeah?
Yes, I love that video.
It's great.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good
Yeah,
room,
that's
though.
why it's the
A
most
solid
concerning.
room.
No, it's the most concerning because of that. This room shouldn't exist, and that's... Ooh, I don't like this room. This is probably my least favorite room. And I've been to the serious room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward
Can I
for
get the
finding
one that
all
I
of
missed?
these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
You resisted. This is what I do. This is literally my job. To unlock all the stuff here. And I did it. Except for this one. I hadn't done this one. I would like to redo this one. Let me have it. Gimme. Nope. I will walk into the darkness. Give it! I will forever be down one Figley, and that makes me upset.
This was our second Figley. Don't you
jump
remember?
off?
Yes, I remember
Can I
it
not
too.
jump off?
The past is truly a wonderful thing.
Can't
Why
jump
does
off.
anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
No, slow down. Can you repeat that? Narrator, I think you kind of just like vocalized the problem. You have to let go. I have to let go. I mean, I'm not letting go because I'm still doing this, so it's still happening. Nah, you're right. More parable. Screw it, because I don't really know what I'm going to do after this is over.
This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
The beginning of the game. Is that an exit? See, I'm kind of worried, narrator. See, now you got me scared. Because I've been making Stanley Parable videos for years. 2. Yeah, I started this channel 2 years ago, and without this, I don't really know what comes next. Well, I know. I have recommendations. I have ideas. I'd like to play Firewatch. I think that would be fun. I am gonna miss you though, narrator. I really am. Wait, more jumps? Can I have more jumps?
It's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Those
in fact, I dare say I'm
jumps were the
quite
best jumps I ever
now.
had in my life, and
Look
I
how
want
much
them
fun
back.
the past is. I want more memories.
I want more jumps.
Oh yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
It's solid. It's the most of the game. I've done this about a bajillion times. It goes to the same place. That's my office. That's the first memory. Hey, narrator, if I go in there, are you gonna stop the game? 'Cause, like, I like this game. It's kind of been a big deal for me. In a surprising way. And I don't really want it to end. See, now I'm like you. Screw you, narrator. It's fine. I'm fine. We are fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do this.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
What do you remember? You don't remember
Yes,
anything.
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley?
Were you lonely?
Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Replacement bucket. Thank you, narrator. I'm sure I can figure out
And try
something
not to
else
lose
do.
this one too, you dolt.
You took it away! Fight me.